I'm not actually familiar. That was a while ago, and I wasn't too into the scene at the time, or at least outside of London.
No. I feel like, yeah, SBF sort of had like a tiny bit of a crisis of confidence going on, but over the past few weeks and months, he's started to find his footing more and more and more with the Pichu.
Yeah.
Demon B we saw at the last Conquest, I believe he was up against Devereaux, and he had a really good showing, but not quite able to get. Let's see if he can use all of Zelda's little tools to take a game off SBF or take the set. We'll have to wait and see.
There we saw Demon B change his controls to a jump piece to find special there until the horrifying incident at Regen where against Mr. R he was ahead in percent on both on the last stocks, and he forgot to set it to special at the time, which means he ended up unfortunately SDing.
That's
a painful memory for everyone in the UK at this point.
You hate to say it. Didn't even look. I don't. He thinks Sabrofa walks around here like he owns the place.
I know.
Not on. Not on.
And then SBF, most recently well known for putting up the most cursed tweet and immediately overturning the contents.
Yep. Curry's on another level. And then again at KO3.
Oh, there's a bracket reset. Oh, I accidentally took Grand. Yeah. Wow.
Everyone loves SBF. Everyone.
Hey, Demon B too. He's always a really great player to watch, just because Zelda's not someone you see too often in her plays.
Zelda more well known in my experience anyway for like being very common on Wi-Fi. Very disliked, top tier on Wi-Fi.
Spam Nehru's love. Oh, you're approaching me. Okay, here's an up B.
Yeah, Nehru's love. You got that big teleport. You know, you got the Phantom and Din's fire coming in. Just a lot of options on that B button for various doodads, bits and bobs, what have you.
Honestly, I don't feel like the Belmont voice lines would sound too out of place on Zelda. Be gone. Take this
out. I feel like Demon B's gonna try and, especially against SBF, he's gonna have to be really, really careful. Obviously, as a Zelda player, you'll want to establish more of a zone, but what SBF was so good at in similar sets is any zone that's tried to establish. We saw it against Laito, a very defensive Palutena player. He breaks those zones for free. He does it for fun.
Yeah.
Like, getting in there, making sure that players or characters, whichever, who don't like having a threat in their face, SBF exploits that to the nth degree to make sure that he can be in their face and he can be causing an absolute big ruckus for them, making sure that, again, like what's that Phantom going to do when there's a little rat in your face taking you to 70% with back airs,
Yeah. One thing Demon B noted was, you know about Zelda's displaced Phantom tech, where she can essentially spawn it in front of her instead?
Yes.
So he was noting that it would be an extremely useful tool against Pichu because it blocks off the Thunder Jolt, but he has not perfected it yet.
Well, it would be interesting to see if we see it here. It's very interesting stuff, actually.
And Zelda is known for getting pretty early kills. I think Zelda's up the outer shield kills at, what, maybe 50 even on Pichu?
Yeah.
The downside.
I wouldn't be surprised. The high voltage Vermin is definitely something to watch out for in terms of its own kill power, but get it to a decent percent, it's going to die pretty quickly too.
But SBF already establishing a pretty dominant lead early on.
SBF's so effective in just getting these bread and butter Pichu combos, down tilts, up airs.
Oh, nice.
The fair, dare, anything in the air, but that Phantom into the lightning kick, getting him to 71%. Well. If that Phantom had connected, that probably would have been it for SBF, honestly. Looking for a teleportation, but not finding it to get that damage she wanted on SBF was Zelda there.
Pichu is actually light enough that around this percent or a bit later, he'll get launched too high with the first hit. So up B is no longer true on him at that point.
Oh dear me.
Ooh, and the Phantom getting punished with the dash attack, not actually killing.
Biding his time though with SBF. Not challenging Demon B's teleports, which is understandable enough, I suppose. Going for the Thunder, but getting a lightning kick for his troubles instead.
That thing does have really, really high knockback scaling. Oh, and the Nehru's left reflecting the Thunder by the looks of it. But it didn't actually damage him, so I am incredibly confused.
Launching him in a really different direction, I suppose. Back air connecting, and not finding a kill. Zelda at very high percent right now. That Thunder Jolt enough to knock her very far. Look, I thought we would have seen potentially an F-tilt there from SBF, but nothing came out.
Yeah, SBF really good at ledge trapping. I think 2-framing with F smash on Pichu as well. At times where he thinks he can get it.
Back there, that'll do it. Yeah, there we go.
That thing being famously strong and annoying and really good for gimping.
Phantom doing a really good job of making sure Pichu has big trouble getting back to the stage.
Not enough landing lag on the agility for Demon B to punish it there. Quickly retreating to ledge, setting up the Phantom. Unfortunately, it does have a bit of a blind spot right in front of Zelda. Up the other shield gonna whiff.
Going for it, but not finding a home. Good up tilt into fair though. Phantom denied by a huge grab.
And narrowly catching that ledge, but you can't hang on it for too long because Pichu has an assortment of things that'll make you
just run up fair, going for the back air to catch the jump potentially, but no jump coming out from Demon B. Up throw into Thunder. No Thunder.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, maybe not.
Miss input maybe? Question mark? Who knows for sure?
I think he's being wary of the fact that Thunder can get reflected, I suppose.
That's fair enough.
Because Demon B has shown that he will use Neru's Love in order to counteract that.
Just running up though and getting that back air twice in a row now to get the kill. Up throw, and Pichu is out of here, getting tossed straight out of the Pokemon Stadium.
Yeeting that rat out of the house.
Eat. Very interesting situation here. Not quite the game we were expecting. Demon B's, you know, I was saying earlier about how Demon B would be looking potentially to establish that zone, but actually playing a little bit more aggressively has actually worked really, really well. So SBF looking pretty, you know, in a bad position right now. Of course, with Pichu's explosive power, it could all change in a heartbeat, but not could it change enough. That huge teleport slapping SBF and Pichu out of game one. Zelda and Demon B taking a game off SBF.
Yeah, really unexpected after that first stock, but I mean, these are the upsets we live to see. Zelda completely destroying top tiers.
Yeah, that was really good work by Demon B. Playing, you know, potentially knowing exactly what SBF's going to go for, knowing what Pichu's are typically known for, and then just playing around it, making sure that, oh, you're going to come in for that back air. Yeah, you're going to get a little bit off it, but my Phantom's waiting in the wings to, you know, come and slap you when, you know, you try and come in again. And that's worked really well. We saw some really sensible play with that Neru's Love with the Phantom. Let's see if Demon B can continue it into game 2.
Nice little smile on Demon B's face, just being like, oh yeah, I got that game one.
Yeah, well, it should be proud of it. SBF is one of the top players in the country.
Yeah. SBF counter picking into Town and City. It'll be harder to kill off the ceilings here, especially with Zelda's at the out of shield. Oh, and the Phantom clipping.
That last little hit of Phantom Sword. Just sick lightning kick there from Demon B. The one big thing that I feel like is missing in the minute from SBF's game plan here is he's essentially letting Zelda recover for free now. I'm not personally too terribly sure what he could be doing to stop her from doing it, but he's just letting Demon B get back on the stage pretty free, like trying to ledge trap, but the ledge traps are going nowhere, unfortunately, for SBF.
Yeah, one thing to note is that Zelda's really vulnerable, especially when she's charging Phantom off stage or anything. So he could just run off back air. I mean, that back air right there will take it. But
catching a potential lightning kick, giving him its own little spark, its own little charge, thunder right there.
Good 40% coming in from and counting.
Yep. Oh!
And landing the sweet spot lightning kick in the middle of SBF's combo to take that first stock from him.
Yeah. Just breaking apart everything SBF was trying to build up there was Demon B. Trying to charge through the Phantom there, but not finding it, unfortunately, because of the Din's fire coming out from Zelda. Establishing his own really effectively with the Phantoms. But SBF, once again, trying to break it and get in, and he's done so very effectively.
Neru's not going to get punished with the grab real quick there. And run up F-tilt.
Run up F-tilt. If at first you don't succeed, you just run up and put your little rat toe at him. You'll win.
Really dangerous situation on the platforms there.
That could have been stretched away. Was he not careful enough, but Demon B finding himself back on stage. Massive teleport getting that kill on SBF there. It's got to be pretty dangerous for SBF here, because regardless of how early Pichu can kill, its lightness has actually been coming into play quite a bit here. Demon B absolutely
just throwing out all those lightning kicks, and eventually one of them's going to sweet spot and kill.
Unfortunately not the case quite yet. The teleport though catching him off guard. Trying to stop the Rat's agility right there with that Phantom, but not finding it unfortunately for Demon B.
Oh, teleport's right in front.
That could have been very dangerous if SBF had read it and gone for an F smash.
Yeah, it has like 30 frames of end lag, so there was more than enough time, I think. But SBF just wanting to play it safe instead.
There we go, run of F tilt, there we go. Game 2 goes to SBF. Really, really close though. Demon B's been actually playing this really, really effectively. Just making sure that any of Pichu's little tricks that it loves to pull out of his little rat hat have not been landing their mark as effectively as SBF potentially wants them to. Those aerial chains, we saw them in the first game, but Demon B adapting really well and making sure he can avoid them with stuff like Nero's Love, lightning kicks, and just being more and more careful.
Yeah.
I think to make sure that he can repeat the success of the first game, Demon B just needs to watch out for that F tilt. So Brofra adapted really, really well between games to just change up his kill options completely. We saw last game a lot of back airs. There, we saw a lot of F tilts. So I wouldn't be surprised if, again, SBF tries to change it up again, maybe going for smashes to kill or something, but changing his game again so that Demon B is constantly on his toes and constantly have to change his game. Whoever doesn't change the game loses, I think. And I think that's what we might see from SBF coming out here. We'll have to wait and see.
One thing I've noticed is Demon B is playing extremely aggressively against Pichu, like almost trying to play rushdown himself. It's interesting to see a Zelda do that, though it has been working out so far for the most part.
See how far it can take him in game 3 here of winners quarters. SBF versus Demon B. Zelda versus P.
Oh, controllers. They both use GameCube as far as I'm concerned, so maybe there was a bit of an adapter problem?
Maybe.
Looks like they're resetting to neutral.
Oh, Ramrock. There we are. Phantom coming straight out for Demon B. As well as it didn't fire while the Phantom set itself up. Going for a spike initially, SBF, they're really aggressive, much more aggressive actually than we saw him in either of the previous games actually. I think maybe the win that Demon B got on him was enough to sort of make Sam back off a little bit, but like, oh, I can't be this aggressive, but re-establishing his confidence with that win and going straight for the F smash to try and get the kill a little bit early on.
He didn't actually go for the follow-up lightning kick after down through, which is something that he said is both true and something you should always go for.
Looking to maybe catch SBF with the teleport. Either way, it got him out of danger.
No tech on the...
Run up F tilt.
Just run up F tilt.
Just run up F tilt.
There's a sweet spot lightning kick again though. And really good spacing on it with SBF knowing the Phantom doesn't raise the sword until the end of its arc.
The less charged Phantom though will have things to say about that.
Just run up F smashing by the looks of it.
Yeah.
And SBF being really wary about the teleport now, shielding the moment he hears the trademark sound on it.
It's coming out a lot more from Demon B, and while it has been very effective at getting kills and at least a decent bit of damage in previous games, SBF seems very wise to it now, and the agility is going to get gamed unfortunately by Nero's Love.
Nero's Love not fast enough there to get him out of that. It is basically just an air dodge with a hitbox on it, to be fair. Did he go for a footstool there? Anyways, either way, I'm still going to clean up the second stock.
Speaking of feet, the rat's little foot just popping straight out.
I mean, we thought Zelda was well known for feet, but Pichu's up tilt might have surpassed it in infamy.
Yeah.
Get Afro Smash on the case.
Someone let Afro smash me. Oh, the F smash!
Almost killing as well. That is unethical.
I've got more than I should. Oh, there we go, the F smash. Like I was saying, SBF mixing up his kill options a third time.
Yeah.
F smashes, just throwing out those smashes. Demon B obviously knows how dangerous they are. Potentially not too terribly sure how to deal with them, given the fact that SBF had been going for different options previously, having to adapt a lot more and not adapting to what SBF was throwing out there. It's game 4 for these two. SBF reversing the initial odds, the Demon B was seeming to be grabbing on him, and now it's SBF 2, Demon B 1. We're heading back to Pokemon Stadium. What are we going to put on? We're going to put on... We're putting Island Kahuna, decent tune. Not my personal pick, but there you go.
I like Battle World Keeper Zinnia quite a bit myself.
I enjoy Steven. Steven's a good battle. And the Elite Four theme from Sun and Moon. Oh, that is just beautiful. Speaking of beautiful, we are going to see another beautiful game potentially in the beautiful performance by either of these two really high-level players as we head into Game 4. It is a dire situation for Demon B. If Demon B is unable to win this, SBF will advance into top 8 of this tournament.
I think one thing Demon B is going to have to keep in mind is he's been landing really aggressively, like I said, playing extremely aggressively as well, and SBF has figured that out and has been catching those with smash attacks. Oh, up tilt gonna trade there, and he gets a nice nair conversion off of it.
Phantom following Zelda into battle, but neither landing a hit. Pichu's so difficult to hit, but as I say that, good. Oh my! F smash into the Phantom.
And there we go, delaying his aggressive landing this time, and not gonna get caught by the F smash. And there's a Phantom's sour spot, but the sweet spot lightning kick doing it.
I was
70 or 80%.
I thought he survived that. Another lightning kick coming out from Demon B. I thought SBF had survived that, but then he just sort of stopped living.
Just, you know, ceased functioning.
Just had enough. He'd given up.
Bats have a notoriously small lifespan anyway. And baiting at the Neru's Love this time, but no punish off of it.
Recognized that Demon B was going to be reading a Thunder. Ah, the F tilt just missing for SBF, but the back end lightning its mark perfectly and taking that first stock off Demon B. See, for all you can think and say, oh well, Pichu's a good 46% behind. He's half that percentage gap within what, 2 moves, a back air into the Thunder Jolt. He's half that percent.
Yeah, Demon B gonna have to be careful about how he uses his Din Spires from now on because that thing is real laggy.
The bounty fair, and just like that, SBF turns it around. He's so effective at playing, just getting damage on the board. He understands this character so well. Going for that back air, and the Demon B throwing at the lightning kick again, hoping to maybe catch an early kill, maybe a stage spike that SBF might not have been expecting, but not getting it. Oh, not getting the teleport second hit either.
I think that might have been the first time we saw SBF decide to go out instead of staying back and ledge chopping as well, so mixing up the gameplay a bit.
Again, constantly changing his game. Tempting SBF to come in for the punish. Phantom waiting in the wings, but SBF not falling for it. Back air connecting, but not enough to get a kill yet.
And teleporting onto stage yet again. And is he misinputting those?
Or is that like some big fake out? But that ain't fake. There's nothing phony about that back air, which is taken. It's like, what, 5th, 6th stock this set? Dire situation here for Demon B. It's the matter of top 8 are heading to losers right now, and SBF is rolling. 28% worth of extra credit, but landing into an up smash from Zelda.
We've got a fairly even game by this time, I say, as he takes 50% almost instantly, but that's Pichu, right?
Yeah, the rat. Pretty looking at almost a kill percent. Here is Zelda, not afraid of the Phantom and finally throwing out the Thunder.
Yeah, if the Thunder spiked there, I think that would have just been it.
Yeah.
That thing kills so well.
Back air again, SBF is getting Demon B in the kill percent. Up, forward throw, thought he was going to go for the throw Thunder. And the F-tilt's going to take the game. SBF reversing the odds. Despite Demon B's initial performance, SBF adapts. He redesigns rebuilds and reclaims his spot in top 8, which Demon B was challenging by taking that first game. Big props to him, Demon B, though, for taking that first game. That was
Yeah.
really, really sick.
All the games were relatively close, even though it was a 3-1.
And to be, to even say, oh, I had SBF and it was close. I took a game of SBF and the rest were close. Like, the caliber of player that you're talking about when you talk about SBF and the Pichu, Demon B should not take anything away from himself. He
With Zelda, no less.
Yeah, with Zelda as well.
I believe Demon B did put Pichu in his matchup chart. He basically sorted them by wins, even, and then it's like winnable even if you're not Demon B, and then you gotta be Demon B to win these. And he had Pichu in the gotta be Demon B to win these, and he did show us that you could.
Yeah, it was definitely very, very, very